You got the boys with the toys in the basement making noise? Hello and welcome to Andy's Little Sci-Fi Horror Show. My name's Andy. This is my little 10-minute window to the rest of the world. And I am still currently in recovery, post-Halloween recovery this time. Yesterday, just to set the timeline, yesterday I went to the Super Mega Fest.
Andy's Little Sci-Fi Horror Show.
Yep.
Signing off, Danny Hassel from Nightmare on 405.
Holy cow, that was amazing. Thank you.
And it was nice, got me regenerated, I guess you could say, a little bit excited. So I do know that next week is the Northeast Comic Con, and I got a little energized. This is a little bit different. I can't remember off the top of my head if there's anybody who I'm about to get there. So I'm just there to walk around with the camera and have a little fun. But I went yesterday without a costume or any kind of props. But I think the Northeast Comic Con, I'm going to make something kind of cool. I am going to once and for all make my waiting for a bus stop sign from Totoro. Now, this isn't cosplay per se. This is a prop that I'm going to carry around with me and actually have the camera mount on it, so it's going to have a dual purpose. And it's just going to be really funny, really adorable, a simple way of joining in on the cosplay without working around a slinged up arm. And I will be able to prop it up in here after. My ultimate goal is this: have the sign, the little Totoro up on top, a couple of soot sprites, and an umbrella, a kid's umbrella with the medium-sized Totoro on top. But first things first, I'm going to get the measurements, because if I'm going to do this, I'm at least going to take a half-sorted effort and make sure that things are the right size. Like any of the good cosplay projects, I went and I did some research getting images. This right here is my reference picture. She is a 10-year-old girl, and the average height of a 10-year-old girl is 50 to 59 inches. I'm gonna print that out right now. I did some research. I figured out that Totoro, it said, several websites say that Totoro is 7 feet tall. And I was trying to figure out if that's 7 feet tall from the ears or from the body. And what I've gathered is from the height of a 10-year-old girl, and these guys, he's actually 7 feet from the head, and those ears are just something extra. Because he's the average height man would be, it'd make him 6'5". Maybe it is to the ears. I'm gonna have to figure this out. I'm gonna do the math now, but first I'm gonna print this picture out and graft it out. I do have reference points from the movie, some screen grabs. This is a great reference, what they look like, early drawings in these guys. I also did some research on the average height of the girl, and then I have an image of her standing by the street sign. If he's 7.5 feet tall to the ears, that makes that sign probably about 6 feet tall, which is not bad because I'm 6 feet tall and I can carry around a sign that's the same size as me. Don't be too uncomfortable. And yeah, see the point of reference with the umbrella, there's the pail. Oh yeah, this is a good shot too. It's a good point of reference because those are the two I want to try to make. Let's do some research. Alright, here we go. The points of reference. Now we start printing. My research is coming along. I got a couple things printed out, but now I can really work on the sign. This right here is the official replicated prop. I believe this is actually a figurine you can buy. For all intending purposes, this is what I'm going to use. The exciting research. All of these reference points have been very spot on to each other. This is from two different sources entirely. This is a guy, if you look at him, he is up to his chevron white line here. And there he is again. That's making this whole thing very, very easy. I'm going to use the height of Totoro to estimate the height of the sign. Once I have the height of the sign, I can figure out just how big that circle is. That's probably going to be the trickiest part, is finding out exactly how big that circle is. It's bigger than her head, and if he's 7 feet tall, it's probably 6 feet tall. It's probably 1/6 of it, maybe. I say it's probably a foot. That's just an average guess right now. Eyeballing it, I could be way off. We'll find out though. I got 3 points of reference of the size of the leaf. I got 2 points of reference to the size of the guy, to the little one here. Eyes and height of the ears. I think I have everything I need to get the right size within, reason. Here's the promotional art where her head is almost halfway up that sign. But if you look over here, I got a screen grab of the movie. Her head is way more than halfway up the sign. But I do believe this enforced perspective that she's standing closer to us in this shot due to the angle of the sign. So I'm going to go with the promotional art. And between knowing that she could be 50 to 59 inches, this is probably 6 feet tall due to the image of Totoro being 7 feet tall in this picture right here. I'm going to measure this out now. And the really cool thing is, once I do know just how big that circle is, this is a great clear picture to print out to the right size. For all I know, this could be the size of the sign right there. And we can even print it out and make it into a template. So there'll be no question that it says what it's supposed to say. Yeah, it's just involved sometimes. This is perfect. This picture I printed out is 7 inches. So that means this picture is a 1 to 12 ratio. So I can find out how tall every single person is according to this. Okay, this is perfect. I got the measurements. He clocks in around 5'10", 5'11", which is ironically my height. So that's a great point of reference. And she clocks in at 4 feet 2 inches, which is 50 inches, which is the average height of a little 10-year-old girl. And bring this to about 18 inches at the tips of the ears per se. And this guy clocks in at just under 11 at the very tips of the ears. I've been saving these forever. These are going to be the soot spirits, and I was very excited because I actually have some eyes. These are some very strange beads. They're like a Tic Tac crossed with a lifesaver. They're little, 2 of them on the black recessed in it. Those are going to be hilarious. The problem with using these as the soot sprite fairies is I got no problem with going in and gluing 20, 30, 40 extra little hairs, but I don't have any black yarn, and I don't want to go to the store to buy 2 feet of black yarn. And I'm thinking, well, what am I going to do? And it just hit me. I have 3 or 4 of these black used masks, and they have little things to the edges. So I'm just going to cut these things off and call it like the ultimate recycling project. And no one will ever know. And these actually look better than the black yarn. Okay, I think these are going to work out just fine. Just need a whole bunch of them. Okay, from these numbers, I was able to extrapolate the height of this, which is 5 feet 2 inches. I might just round this down to 5 because we're not going to have the proper bottom. Yeah, because he is not right up with her, and neither is the sign. The sign is further behind, as you can see by the shadow. Even though this comes up to 5'2", I might just go with a 5-foot sign. Make life easier. Then I found this one, which I like the look of, but the bottom, being a photograph, is parallax, so I just mimicked the circle, found a halfway point, got the distance from here to here, and then measured it and put it here to here. So we're going to go from here to 5 feet. Knowing this is 5 feet, I'm going to be able to find out the measurements of this and this. And eyeball a good width from once this is figured out to that. And that's how it's done, ladies and gentlemen. Fascinating. 50 divided by 10 is 5. Boom. Alright, 5. Crap, I know that. I just did the math ass backwards. No, I didn't. I just wasn't thinking fourth dimensionally there, Marty. 51/16. No, 51/8 of an inch. Okay, I got it. So, in this, according to this picture, each foot is represented by 10/8 of an inch. So that's an inch and 2/8. Yes, now that's math. And it worked. So now I know that this is 1 foot, which is 10 and 2/8. So I want to figure out how many eighths more there is to this. Eyeballed it. Looks like it's about 3/8. 13. No, 8 plus 3 is 11. 11/8? 11/8 inches. God, where's Ken when I need him?